Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're digging into a platform called Trendtastic Prism. Pretty slick name.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
And they position themselves as India's leading crypto platform.
Leading, right. They're throwing around some huge numbers too. What was it, 34 million users?
That's the claim. 34 million users, easy access to Bitcoin, Ethereum.
And the hook. Massive profits, guaranteed daily, all thanks to some advanced AI doing arbitrage.
Sophisticated AI arbitrage, they call it.
Oh, okay, let's unpack this a bit. Our sources are basically saying these claims, the user numbers, the guaranteed money, it's all, quote, weapons grade suspicious.
That's a good way to put it.
So our mission here is to figure out why this whole setup looks so much like a classic crypto scam template.
Well, the first thing that jumps out is how they try to sort of manufacture trust right off the bat. It's quite clever, actually.
How so?
When the sources looked for reviews, independent reviews,
Yeah.
they didn't find genuine feedback. Instead, they found dozens, literally dozens of almost identical articles, practically word for word, all published really quickly across lots of different unrelated websites.
Wow, okay.
And they all use the same language, the same glowing praise, and this specific claim of 96% accuracy.
96%. That sounds unlikely for trading.
Extremely unlikely.
Yeah.
So this isn't real validation. It's clearly coordinated affiliate marketing.
Just paying people to copy-paste positive reviews to make it look legit?
Exactly. Manufacturing that trust. And you see the same thing with the user testimonials on their site.
The life-changing profits stories.
Those are the ones. Very vague details, no real specifics you can check. They all seem to follow the same template.
Designed to create that FOMO, that fear of missing out. Get you excited.
Precisely. It primes the pump psychologically for the next step.
Which is getting your money. The transition from the mind games to the actual financial trap.
Right. And this is where the structure really starts to look shaky. Think about the minimum deposit.
That stood out. Unlike, say, Coinbase or Kraken, where you can start small.
Yeah, legit exchanges let you start with whatever you want, pretty much. But Trendtastic Prism.
They require a high minimum. What was it again?
21,000 rupees, which is around $250 US.
That's not insignificant. And the source material flags this as a classic tactic, right?
Absolutely classic. It's about maximizing the amount they get from each person before that person realizes it might be a scam. Get as much as possible up front.
Okay, but let's talk about the core idea, this AI arbitrage thing. Buying low, selling high instantly between exchanges. Guaranteeing profit. If their AI is genuinely that good, I mean, truly infallible, why do they need my $250? Or anyone's?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Or maybe the billion-dollar question.
Right.
Look, if you have an algorithm that consistently generates massive profits, you use your own capital. Or you get huge institutional funding.
You don't need small retail deposits.
You absolutely don't. A platform demanding deposits before demonstrating any real verifiable results. Well, that strongly suggests they need new money coming in.
To pay the returns promised to earlier people.
Which is the literal definition of a Ponzi scheme. Textbook.
Okay, so the financial structure is dubious. What about legitimacy? Regulation? Oversight?
Well, Scam Advisor flagged them as high risk, for starters.
Not a good sign.
Not at all. And beyond that, there's nothing. No evidence of regulatory registration anywhere.
No company address, no list of directors or officers.
Zero verifiable information, no transparency, which legitimate financial platforms always provide.
And they use multiple websites, right? Different URLs for the same basic platform.
Yeah, constantly shifting domains. That's another classic scammer tactic to evade detection and blacklisting. Stay ahead of the authorities.
So putting it all together, the verdict seems pretty clear. We've got the fake coordinated reviews.
Yep, manufacturing trust.
The suspiciously high minimum deposit.
Maximizing the initial take.
A complete lack of regulation or transparency.
Dodging accountability.
And a core business model that looks fundamentally like a Ponzi scheme.
It ticks all the boxes, unfortunately.
Yeah. So, for anyone listening who is interested in crypto, the advice from the sources is clear. Stick to established, regulated exchanges.
Like Coinbase, Kraken, or Binance if you're an international user, platforms with actual track records and oversight.
Right. And maybe the key takeaway here, connecting it to the bigger picture, what's the fundamental difference?
It comes down to risk, doesn't it? Legitimate trading, legitimate investing always involves risk.
And regulated platforms are upfront about that.
Exactly. They operate on transparency, they provide information, but they never promise guaranteed profits. That promise itself is the biggest red flag.
That really says it all. Which leaves us with maybe one final thought for you, the listener. to chew on.
Going.
If any business model, crypto or otherwise, truly guarantees massive risk-free returns, why is their main way of making money asking you for the startup capital?
Why aren't the people behind it already unimaginably wealthy just running the system themselves?
Something to think about. We'll catch you on the next deep dive.